What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to your February energy forecast. This is going to be for the absolute entire month of February. I am Michelle, the Central Shaman, and it is a blessing to have you here with me today. This week, for the first week of February, I just want to do an overall forecast, and then the next few weeks I'll break it down. Every Sunday or Monday, a video will be coming out for the energy report, weekly energy report. All right, let's get into it, you guys. I got my crystals here. I love this one. I honestly forget the names of all these. I know this is the angel one because it kind of reminds me of some fairy wings, which are just right there. Okay, I'm a real life fairy. All right, y'all, I'm really excited. February, I know from the astrology standpoint, February 3rd is when we already know Venus has gone retrograde. A lot of other planets are coming out of retrograde. So we are going to be coming into this beautiful spring energy, and I'm excited. So we're going to have a look with the Sacred Rebels deck, the overall energy for the month, and then we're going to break it down here with the Shaman Dream Oracle, and of course my Spellcaster's Tarot for further clarification. And then I also have the Liminal Space deck just in case I'm feeling called to it. This is one of my favorites. One of my very best sisters got this for me, and I am still obsessed. All right, you guys. Let me do a little bit of quick prayer, and we will get into it. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you all are doing well. I had some thoughts I wanted to share with y'all. Let's see if it comes out during the reading and see if it resonates. I'm sure that it will. Spirit guides, guardians, and protectors. It is your daughter, Michelle, the sensual shaman, here to humbly ask you to connect me with the overall energy of those who will be watching this video. Help me connect with the collective to deliver the messages and point them in the direction of their highest good and betterment, their highest growth, expansion, and love. Spirit guides, guardians, and protectors, we call upon you right here and right now. We ask that you center us, ground us in our knowing. Help us remember this month in February 2022, what we already know. Keep us safe. Let us feel safe in the uncertainty, safe in the unknown. Keep our hearts open to trust. Let us not be bogged down by the memories of our past, and instead be enlivened and emboldened by the potential of our future. I feel our hearts opening right here and right now. Spirit, let us tilt our heads up to the sky in the glow of love. Let us know you. Let us see you in the small and grand demonstrations of every day. Thank you. We thank you, we love you, we trust you, and we are so humbled by your presence. Ashe. All right. Overall energy for the month. What do you feel? We've got the moon there, right? La Luna, mother. For some reason, too, this picture of this woman, if y'all know, it's reminding me of like some famous scientist or something, like playing with something, right? The way she's juggling this apple and this orange. I wonder if there's a photo of a scientist, like, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like some sort of historical, like a book, image I've seen in history books before. And she's even got her tie untied. So it's almost like, yeah, I'm using logic. I'm thinking about the laws of gravity, the laws of science, but I'm also, I'm looking up to the stars, not only for science, but for this sort of intuitive knowing. Actually, this is the earth. This isn't the moon, y'all. To look outside, right? To kind of get this grander scheme get this wider scope. What do you feel? And it's the number 9. Let's see. There are many opinions around you. Some are helpful, but others are distracting you from your truth. Although it can be helpful to hear the thoughts of others, when it all comes down to it, you will have to come to your own decision. Do you know how unique you are? How your path is your path, to be chosen, lived, and created only by you. Someone else cannot become the source of your decision-making power without negative repercussions for both of you in the long run. This oracle comes to you because you have become swept up in thinking things through. It's me. It's me. I am a Reiki master, but I am also a student, right? The master knows how to humble themselves and remember their place. I love this. I was just on a live on TikTok, and we were talking about, like, I would love to, this girl said something, and I replied back. I'm like, I would love to be a carefree girl, but, like, I am conditioned to, like, have a plan. And I posted a TikTok about my anxiety that flares up right after. I'm like, yeah, I made a good decision. Yeah, we're choosing surrender. We're going to trust the universe. And then 5 hours later, I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, where's the plan? You ain't got no money. You ain't even got a job. Like, what are you doing, right? You have become swept up in thinking things through. You have been thinking about which way to go with a matter of importance, and you have got a bit stuck in the logic of the decision-making process. Sometimes we have to accept that any path is a path forward, and it is not sometimes we have to accept that any path is a path forward, and if it is not the best path, we can change our approach later on if needed. You are never stuck anywhere. And that is the curse of capitalism, of hyper-individualism. This sister on TikTok, oh my gosh, I need to find her name because I'm going to cite my sources. We will be doing that. Hold please, hold please, hold please. Oh, I know. I'm following her. Janyo Jack, Janyo Jack on TikTok. She has a video called Rest is a Group Project. Had to cite my sources, okay? She talks about rest and making it sustainable, and it made me think about this. We can change our approach if needed, right? Because we think that, this is going to be the wrong choice. And the reason that it's never wrong is when you have community, when you have a group to fall back on, some support that says, you know what, that didn't really work out. Thank you. I didn't fall too far. Thank you. Right? Now I can pivot. But pivot we must, and we must not only pivot, but we must move. We don't have to be perfect. In fact, there is rarely ever a perfect choice to be made. Y'all know why I'm smiling if you follow my work. Just some choices that, in fact, there's rarely ever a perfect choice to be made. Just some choices that feel more heart-honoring than others. Sometimes we can only really know in hindsight if we made the best choice possible in that moment. At the time of decision making, we only really have our internal wisdom to rely on, and that is all we need. The oracle of what do you feel is telling you there is no need to punish or traumatize yourself with possible choices. Just making a choice will set things in motion. As I shared the other day on TikTok, I read this in my readings and reflections, where I pick up this book, actually, The Path Made Clear, which features a lot of artists and writers and thinkers, and it was a talk about how we are all entitled to miracles because as soon as we make a decision. And sometimes the decision we make, I was trying to stick with a job, and I'm trying to reapply, and I'm like, man, ain't nobody checking for me. And it's like, well, change your approach, right? Change your approach, maybe something else. And then as soon as I chose this other thing, I'm like, oh, okay, I have that. And then after I go there, wait, I didn't even reach out to my cousin. My cousin is over in, do you know what I mean? The best way to catalyze the situation you are in and bring about healing change, stimulate your creative juices, and find more inspired, energized, and enjoyable approach to your life is to just make a choice based on what you feel right now. Not based on anyone else's feelings, just yours. That's enough. So ask yourself, what do I feel right now? And go from there. Instinct is it's this short awakening. It's this feeling. Sometimes I feel that when speak of the devil and the devil shall come. I think that that's the same energy of like, or speak of the devil. Sorry. And it's almost like that energy, like something was linking the two of you, and then you were thinking about them, and then they called, or you and your mom were talking, me and my mom were talking about my dad, and then he brings me. It's that bridge that's connecting you to something else. You can't see it, but you're like, I think I need to go. And that's what happened to me. I'm like, I think I need to leave. I have no idea what's on the other side of that choice, but I know I need to go. If you cannot relate to the need to make a choice between two or more clear alternatives, then the oracle brings you this message. You are at a crossroads in your journey, and the choices you make at this time, even simply choosing to do things a little differently, without much drama associated with the decision, are powerful triggers for some great magic to enter your life. Take a different approach. If you can't make the next big choice, if you're scared, okay, that's fine. I get it. Sometimes you need more support. Sometimes you don't. You need to reach out to your community and see if you have a safety valve. Try a different approach. So that's a different approach. I know I want to do this other thing. How can I make that happen? Maybe I can't just do this, but maybe I can do that. I'm excited. Like I said, it's like, okay, yeah, science and intuition. Logic and intuition. It's thinking about two different approaches. That's what I felt there. All right, let's see. Now, for those of you, I'm going to take a look at two separate things. Those of us who are open to that big decision, and those of us who are resistant to that decision. Let's see. Ooh-wee. All right, those of us who are open to this big change, who are open to see things differently, try a new approach, and choose something that we can't necessarily see. The divine matrix, come on. Galactic mushroom? Bruh. Galactic mushroom, I love this card. All right, so I'm going to put this up at the top for us. This is going to be for our open and receptive party. And then I'm going to look now, those of us who are a little bit resistant, or those moments when we resist, right? Something that we can carry with us if we drop back into the old narrative. Thank you, Spirit. Falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. I've never gotten this card before. Honestly, I want to start there. That sounds incredible. I'm trying to see the image, y'all. Oh, I love this. It's like it almost reminds me of the Matrix. If you guys have seen the new one, where they're plugging her in and out, and she's going like this, and then the splitting that's happening. It's like, I'm trying to be in this world, but I'm trying to disconnect from the Matrix as well. Okay. I need to calm it down, y'all. And I know this isn't going to be short, and I'm sorry. I'm just sorry about it. Falling unconscious, spiritual narcolepsy. You are being cautioned now to not fall asleep or go unconscious. You have been falling above the strife and suffering of the world in angelic bliss. However, you risk being seduced by the beauty and comfort of your situation and losing track of your aspirations. Come on now, your wings. As you fall, you pick up speed, heading toward the trees below and possibly nasty landing. Remember, all you need to do to stop being a fallen angel is spread your wings to halt your descent and then find an updraft again. Woo! Do not be seduced by the fallen angels, your supposed friends and companions who are ready to use you for their pleasure and have only their interest in mind. As you soar once more in flight, receive the gift of the falling angel as an invitation to study the forest from above the trees. This is above me now. Every time we want to go back into what we know, back into our comfort, back into the box, back into the, well, just in like those, like, into the like, well, maybe I should just keep this job or this relationship or stay with this roommate situation, even though it just really, it's just this little bit of heavy energy. But I could. You are above that situation. You are above this. You are above this place, above this space, above this relationship, above this belief system. In other words, to analyze your situation from a higher perspective without being entangled in its thorny bushes. Once you understand what needs to be done, head back to your lofty heights, stand by for the right moment. Action you take now may backfire. Stay conscious and wait until you are guided to change. You will know when the time is right. So basically what it means is when you don't just open up and go and make it splash into the next descent, be the fool right above the cliff, right into the tarot, you are now you're on a different timeline, right? This is what that kind of split, like you're on a different timeline. The you that would have made the decision to move out of the country, to leave the person, or to fall in love, or to ask for more money, right? I'm going to ask for some more money, right? Those of us who are staying in corporate America, right? Who are staying in the 9 to 5 or whatever you do. I'm going to ask for more money, right? That could be your big decision. I'm not going to go unless, right? Buying the house, whatever it is for you. Those of us who did not do that, now we are in a different timeline. You're going to be in a different timeline. And the train is passed, but another train always comes, right? So now that's what that feels like, to sort of look at the situation, see it for what it is. You see now, you already saw it. That's why you had the instinct to leave in the first place. I digress. Or that's why you had the decision to ask for more and be more in the first place. But you decided to, no, I'm gonna just stay in the lakes that I'm used to. And now that you know, you're looking above. Now wait until you are guided to change again, right? Wait for that instinct, that moment to come again. Okay, anyway, moving on. That's good, y'all. That is good. Overall energy for February. Ooh, come on, World card. Page of Pentacles. The World was right here. And doesn't she look like the Page? Yo. Both of them looking. Their dreams, their visions. Huh. Something else is there. I might not even understand it right now. I might have to come back to this later on in the month, because yeah. All right, let's move on to galactic mushrooms. We've made the big decisions. We've asked for more. We're deciding not to play small anymore. We're surrendering to the genius of the universe. We trust. Okay? We trust. Let's read the message for that. The intricate complexity of life. And that's what trusting is. It's like, life is so complex. How could I even plan for this? But I know I must go. I know what I must ask for. I know what I must do and create. And I know what beliefs I have to let go of. And the person that I have to become to be that bigger person, right? I have to let go of those beliefs. If this is the kind of life I want to live, I got to change my values. I got to change how I move. I got to change who I move with. And we understand, right? We listen to that intuition. We're like, I'm ready to jump that bridge, even though I don't know what's on the other side. I know that it's for me. And I also know that I'm never stuck anywhere. And that's why we play small. That's why we go into narcolepsy, is because you think you're stuck, and so you stay. We know we are never stuck, and we can always move. That when our integrity is aligned, things are gonna shift and move for us. That TikTok of that dude going to, and that's like a really small like example, like going out to this expensive cafe, spending $20 and you only got $25 in the bank. And honestly, that's where I was, y'all. Literally 2 days ago, I'm like, how am I gonna get this money to buy tomorrow? Well, how am I gonna get this rent by the first? And I did. Didn't even have to go to work. I'm just saying. But I have community. I have a support system where I will never fall too far. And it is a blessing and a privilege. All right, let's keep it going. The matrix of consciousness, called Source or God, Spirit, is intricately woven into life. There is so much complexity that the human mind cannot comprehend all the moving parts. So why would I? Y'all, your mama is like, well, girl, what are you going to do? And, well, you can't ask for that much money. You only have X amount of experience. Nah, it's bigger than that. That's what this energy is. It's bigger than that. I trust my intuition, and I know that it's even bigger. That thing that's pulling me is even bigger than that. Woo! I'm so excited for us. Okay. It's impossible to see beyond what you already know, baby. Just as the head of a mushroom is clearly visible above ground, the soil, but not the living biome below. Oh, please watch The Intelligence of Trees, okay? What the mushroom does is so complex. It's so beautiful. That's why I marvel. I mean, I could get emotional about how amazing nature is. It's so complex, and it doesn't try very hard. And then how the mushroom connects to the trees, and how the trees connect to the bugs, and how the bugs connect to the birds. And the birds not thinking about the bees and the bugs, but it's connected though. And it just plays its part. It just flies north. It just flies south. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just follow your nature. And I said this in a January reading. We are so envious of nature because it doesn't have to think about what to be. It just be. We have consciousness, and we have opinions of others, and we have mothers with voices, and fathers who wish us safety, and we want to put all of those things into consideration. But do not go against your nature, babe. Don't go against your nature because of the voice of your parents. Don't go against your nature just because you bought the house and now, or you just moved here. What you moving for? You just got here. Move with your nature. This is material stuff. This could disintegrate. I just read that the other day. This is about mastery, mastering the inner voice, mastering the intuition. This isn't about acquiring of things and awards and achievements. This is about mastery, and I am mastering listening to my intuition. I am mastering navigating the unknown. I am mastering jumping timelines. Okay? I'm not, oh my God, February, what? All right. The thread-like mycelium of fungi form vast, intricate networks underground, connecting different life forms with one another in a kind of internet of the planet kingdom. The mushroom didn't set out to be fucking internet, okay? It is so complex. It is so intricately woven. It is so much bigger than one mushroom could imagine. And there is an intelligence to mushrooms. I'm not here to argue. I'm not interested. There is an intelligence here. Not the same as ours, right? But an intelligence. And that's the beauty and the diversity of nature, right? Okay. Let me get off that. Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way, connecting the individual consciousness with that of the divine. The galactic mushroom reminds you that your dreams and desires are heard. This is a call for faith and trust. Whatever intention you hold consistently with hope and faith first manifests in the unseen world. Whether or not you can see it working on your behalf, eventually you see the evidence playing out in the serendipitous events that work in your favor, serendipitous events around you. Your most beautiful results are being birthed right now, not just for you, but for the highest good of all. You are not just setting yourself free. It's lit. That's all I gotta say. All right, what you got for me with the galactic mushroom? Opening our hearts and trusting, moving in faith, letting those decisions unravel and give birth to other stepping stones, Spirit. Point us in the right direction. I mean, we are already in the right direction. Let's just see what other messages you have from the Spirit. Yeah, I'm just hearing like cut through the noise. I love this Two of Swords. This Two of Swords is always talking about like, oh, split-mindedness and trying to, disjointed mind, mental break, mental fracture, right? Like I was talking about with Trinity as far as the Matrix. But for her, this woman, this young warrior princess, hold on. She's sure. She's sure. She's certain about where she's going, and she's looking forward. When I hold it up to myself, she's looking forward. She knows exactly what to do. She is in right balance and knows that this is the right time, right? She is safe with her familiar, her wolf here. The path is lit in front of her. She has 2 candles here, right? Maybe communicating one for her spirit guides, her celestial family, and one for her earth family, her blood family, right? 2 candles here symbolizing that, right? She looked like she conquered something already. You feel me? Like she's like, all right, like she just got done with the fight, and she's like, okay, what's next? What's next? Because it was preceded by this Ace of Swords. More air energy. We are in Aquarius season. Also about to come into spring, right? This fire, this rebirth. The wolf right there in that fire. Yeah, she's good. We good over here. We're protected. Stay with your spiritual rituals. Stay in spiritual hygiene. Make sure to keep connecting with nature. Make sure to cleanse. Any other reminders as we move here, Spirit? Remember to pick people up as you rise. Thank you. 7 of Wands. Look at that. Same energy. Same energy. Looking in the same direction. We're moving. Boo. Got time for you? He also has his bird there. Do you know what I'm saying? With nature. I have a place here. Come on, Spirit. Amen. I have a place here. The same, right, that beautiful quote by Maya Angelou when she's talking to Oprah. The same God who made the sky and the earth and jellyfish and dandelions and butterflies and fungi and redwood trees, that same God made me. The same energy that created these worlds, these people, these beautiful melanated people, these beautiful textured people, these beautiful colorful people, the same thing that made an ostrich and a sparrow and a beetle and a frog that is 1 fucking inch, the same energy that created all of that created me. And I am going to honor that energy, that spirit, that godliness, that divinity that created all this beautiful shit. I'm going to let it create more beautiful shit through me. I'm going to let it color my life. I'm going to let that energy fill me, and I'm going to color my world with it. I'm going to paint my home with it. I am going to fill my family and my lovers with it. I am ready to build. Right? I'm ready to co-create with other beautiful people who know the divine is in them too. Ugh. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All right. That's all I got for y'all. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of us. If you would like to book a reading with me to get a more personal message, to see how you can move through here, if you would just like to work with me in any sort of way, I am open to co-create with you. I am open to work with creatives and fellow spiritualists and mothers and fathers and artists. I'm especially interested in making sure that creatives do not let this world miss out on their brilliance. So please book a reading with me, Reiki with me. I am so blessed, and you are too, and I'm ready for this. I'm ready for us, and I'm excited. I'm just so excited, and I am so humbled. I love you guys.